Yo, it's Trivelli. I'm back. It's Monday. I hope you guys are having a great start to your week, and we are going to break down the Atlanta Hawks versus the Milwaukee Bucks in the Eastern Conference Finals matchup right now. So if you can, please like, comment, and subscribe so you can get this channel out to as many people as possible. Also, follow me on Instagram and Twitter so you can get my daily notifications for when I'm dropping videos, which you know is Monday through Friday because I am never slacking. Now let's jump into the action.
I'm living life like this. Maybe give a little glimpse, maybe give a little glimpse.
So, I want to give you guys a quick fun fact. Both the Hawks and the Clippers have eliminated the 1 seeds in both the East and the Western conferences, and that is the first time that this has happened since the 1994 playoffs. So something a little bit different to think about. The Hawks are the 5 seed and the Bucks are the 3 seed, so the Bucks will hold home court advantage over the Hawks in this series. This is a major factor in my opinion because the Bucks have not lost a home game yet, 5-0 in the postseason. However, the Hawks have been a great road team thus far, 5-2 in the postseason. So to me, this is going to test the nerves of young players like Trae Young and Kevin Huerter to step up and play well under the biggest road lights in their young careers. So this regular season series was tied at 1-1, and the things that I'm going to do here is break down the stats, break down the matchups in my opinion, and give you my final overall prediction. So stick around to the end of this video so you guys can get that. Now, breaking down the Bucks, we'll start there after a full-on sweep of the Miami Heat and one of the most entertaining series versus a Nets team dealing with a revolving door of injuries to their big 3 of stars. Nonetheless, the Bucks pulled it out in 7 games with major back-to-back wins, especially in Game 7 on the road, where the entire Bucks team was on point. Mainly Giannis, Brook Lopez, PJ Tucker from a defensive standpoint, Middleton, and Drew Holiday started to trend in the right direction in the fourth quarter after shooting 2 for 16 through the first 3 quarters. Holiday as well started to pick it up. So I think the Bucks have the shooting and the defense to be able to withstand the scoring runs by Trae Young specifically, and they also have the personnel to take away any easy points in the paint because of their double giant starter build with Lopez and Giannis. You obviously love the perimeter shooting that Pat Connaughton and Bryn Forbes bring off the bench, as well as the defensive additions that Bobby Portis can bring as well. So that's what's pretty much brewing for the Bucks. You have Giannis, you have perimeter shooters, you have great defense, and I think that they're going to continue to play this way going into this series. And for the Hawks, who just pulled off a miraculous upset in the eyes of the league, but not me personally, considering I actually picked the Hawks in that Game 7 to win. Thank you to all the bookies out there that just paid out guys like me. That's a side note. But yeah, they played exceptionally well and at times showed improved defense, but at other times looked defeated when Joel Embiid and Seth Curry were dropping bombs left and right. You have to give it out to Seth Curry in this series, who played very well. But one of the most impressive and hidden stats of this series lies in the Game 4 win, where Trae Young only shot 8 for 26 from the floor, but they still managed to win the game by 3 in that pivotal Game 4 matchup to tie up the series. Now, also, even if Trae Young shot poorly, he still got them 25 points in that Game 4, and that to me shows that even if they're a one-trick pony, they can still find ways to win close games, get hot at the right times, and to me, the Hawks' success has to be based on better shooting from Bogdanovic as well as Kevin Huerter. Huerter looked like a completely different player in Game 6 and 7. You hope that this would carry over until the next series, because in those last 2 games, he combined for 44 points, 18 rebounds, and 7 assists. He also gave them 40-plus minutes per game. So that's really big time because, you know, the Trae Young experience, the Hawks, they're pretty much well known as a one-trick pony. They have some great role players around him like John Collins and Clint Capella, but these secondary role players like Bogdanovic and Gallinari, Lou Williams, Kevin Huerter, they need to be making their shots if they want to have a chance in this series. So let's talk about the matchups. Both teams were not shooting well from 3 this postseason. Hawks slightly better at 34% to the Bucks 31%. Clearly, I do believe the Bucks will be a better paint point advantage team with 54% from 2 compared to the Atlanta's 50% from 2. So you're going to get better mid-range and probably better paint production, obviously, from Giannis and Brook Lopez and some of their giants in the paint. Both teams have 51% shooting efficiency, and both are really similarly matched up shooting teams. I think the benches in this will have few role players per team. Obviously, the Hawks will have Gallo and Lou Williams, who need to play well to keep the balance while Trae is off the court for his 2 to 3 to 5 minute rests. I think the Bucks will need big shot making from Connaughton and Forbes, as well as their defensive output from Bobby Portis. I have to say, I think the Hawks will struggle to contain Milwaukee because defensively, they don't really have anybody to stop Giannis, and they do not have enough solid perimeter defenders to scare off Middleton, and I do believe Drew will scorch Trae if he's ever matched up with him using back to the basket play and and pick and roll with Giannis. Now, overall, I'm in love with this Hawks team so far. I love them as an underdog, especially if you're a betting man. However, all the odds are in the Bucks' favor. They're bigger, stronger, more prolific shooters. They're well-rounded, better defensively, more playoff experience, home court advantage with an unbeaten home record. But something inside me just tells me that this feisty Hawks team can somehow make this interesting. But at the end of the day, I do think this is going to be, sorry to say, the end of the road for the Hawks. I'm going to take the Bucks in 6. If you guys have any comments, concerns, questions, you know the deal. Who do you guys think will win in this series? Let the comments commence, and I'll see y'all soon. Peace.
I'm living life like this. Maybe give a little glimpse, maybe give a little